Thanks for staying with us. Now, Albin Swim Academy is Nigeria's first private indoor heated swim academy based in Abuja. It is an international swim institution that has been established to teach babies from 6 months old to school-age children, teens, and adults of all ages. Joining us on the show is the MD owner, Albin Swim Academy Abuja, Rosaline Ogbechie. Good morning, Rosaline.
Good morning. Thank you so much for having me here. Thank you. Good morning.
How are you doing today, ma'am?
I'm doing absolutely fantastic now. I'm talking to you and I'm on your show.
So let's talk about your Albin Swim Academy. Why did you decide to have a swim academy that will be teaching even little children, to adults, how to swim, and why do you think it was necessary to have this?
Excellent question. That is kind of like the general question that will cover everything we talk about.
Exactly.
Now, learning to swim is very important for everyone. The key of what Albin Swim Academy teaches is water safety and survival skills. So first of all, we are based in Abuja, Wuse Zone 5, Accra Street, Park 1. We are an indoor heated pool, as you mentioned in the beginning. According to the World Health Organization, death by drowning is the third cause of unintentional injury deaths worldwide and accounts for about 7% of injury-related deaths in the world. And statistics has it that about 360,000 people die annually from drowning. CBN even described it as a leading killer. So it is important that people, it's not just learn to swim, but they learn water safety and survival skills that can keep them safe in an expanse of water. If they find themselves in, like we have floods here in the country, if you have a pool, if you find yourself in anywhere around water, or even to save somebody that is in water, you need to have those water safety and survival skills that can help you stay long enough to survive in water. There are other benefits of swimming as well. So we've talked about water safety and survival. We also have, as a health benefit, when you're in water, the resistance that it creates helps you burn calories faster. Yes. And also, it's a leisure. It's for leisure. It's something that is fun, that is engaging, that is interesting. We all came from water, right? We are surrounded by water. So there is a lot of joy and benefit from being there. So it's really important that everyone learns to swim.
Yeah.
So you are teaching survival skills, and you think this is more important before learning strokes. I totally agree, but why did you arrive? How did you arrive at this? What are the statistics like?
This came from the World Health Organization. The statistics are from the World Health Organization about drowning and how the world perceives drowning. They even described it as a leading killer.
Yes, so, okay, let's talk about your swimming instructors. For some of us who have tried to swim and failed, we blame the instructors for not knowing how to. But could you tell us about your own instructors? How are they trained, their skill levels, and if they are matched to different ages?
Okay, so first of all, I want to say that we teach from 6 months old to adults of all ages. We have different categories of swimming. And the reason we start so young, in fact, that is not even as young as we can go. We can even go as young as 6 weeks. But we're starting with 6 months, and we're trying to get the country to understand, to appreciate it, and to understand why a baby as young as 6 months should be in the water. We teach babies from 6 months old. We have children, teens, youth, up to adults of all ages. Our youngest is 6 months, our oldest is 87 years old. So we have different categories that we pair all the different groups. So we have our babies from 6 months to 3 years, which is our parent and baby class.
Okay.
That is a class where the parent needs to go into the pool with the baby. The reason is that a baby at that age is very dependent on the parents, on an adult that they are used to. So to give them that comfort and that ease and that confidence in the pool, we put a parent with them. It could be anybody from the family. We have a lot of fathers. In fact, we have a session that it's all fathers and their babies. It's lovely to see. We have grandparents that come in with their grandchildren. And of course, a lot of mothers, aunties, yes, nannies. They come in with the children. And we teach the children. The nannies have the children on their shoulders or on their arms. And they kind of guide and instruct them. And the babies see that adults. And they tend to go towards them. So there's a learning system that works with the parents and baby class. Then we have our children from 4 years old who are independent and can swim by themselves with the instructors.
Okay, let's ask you a few more questions.
Then we have our adult groups.
Yeah.
Okay, I'm particular about survival over sports. Like you said, the WHO has also ruled out a 360 annual drowning deaths. For me, I want to ask, are you going to be partnering with the government at all levels? Because I think that aside from parents having the interest and bringing their children forward for these sporting exercises or survival skills, don't you think that it is also good for us to narrow it down to the schools in the community to know how to, at least when it's inculcated in the school curriculum as a survival skill over a sport, probably a lot of children will help themselves do well. What's your opinion about this?
I didn't quite get your question.
Okay, are you collaborating with schools because of the survival instinct over sports?
Okay. So yes, we have tried, we've reached out to schools. The prime aim is that we get this into school curriculums. So we are reaching out to a lot of schools to introduce that into school curriculums. We have a program coming up where we're going to go from schools to try to introduce them into swimming and how to put it in as part of their swim curriculum so that children can start to learn to swim from young. And they're accepting it. A lot of schools are now having swim schools. They're now having pools. They're now bringing in instructors. So we're trying to see that it's introduced. And this is a very important question because we want the government, we want them to put it and feed it into school curriculums as part of an important learning life skill that they must do. And that will also help to reduce this rate of drowning.
Okay. So, okay, go ahead, Nima. I have a question.
Okay, so when she was talking about the babies learning to swim, I thought of partitioning. So how are is your establishment partitioned, or do you have just one pool that everybody uses? When I saw the videos, I thought there was a private section where somebody like me can learn covered women.
Where you're covered overall now.
Okay, so...
Go on.
Go on, ma'am.
Did she get the question?
I didn't hear that. Yeah.
Do you just have one open space pool? Or you have different pools for different...
Yes.
Okay.
Okay, so we have one training pool. Again, that's very important. We have a training pool. It's only 4 feet deep. The reason is that the average child can stand comfortably in it. Okay. Now, our pool is not primarily for leisure at this point. It's for training because more people need to learn to swim than can swim. Yeah. And people are intimidated by a very big pool and that has depth. So the way we built it is we've made it all the same depth, which is 4 feet, and it's not a very large pool. It's 12 by 12, so that anybody coming in is not immediately intimidated. They don't have that fear of drowning. The average child can stand comfortably in the pool. Now, you asked about our instructors as well. So I described the different categories to explain that our instructors are professionally accredited by international bodies. We actually have, all our qualifications have come from the Starfish Aquatics Institute, which is an American company and is part of the International Federation of Swim Teachers Association, which is the top swim instructor training program in the world. Also affiliated with the official Olympics training body. So what we're doing is bringing the best teaching methods to each category. Our instructors have been trained to teach all skills and all categories. So I talked about how we pair them into parents and babies, our children, our adults. We even have female-only sessions that cater to females that for private reasons do not want to be in the presence of the opposite gender. So we have private female-only sessions which have only female instructors and only female swimmers. So our instructors are taught to train different skills. Even within the same age group, the children will be at different levels. Our instructors have been trained to teach them all as a group. We're also working with the Swim Kids SA, which is our sister company in South Africa. They've helped us with the scheduling, they've helped us with systems, they've helped us to be able to manage how we train. We're constantly doing continuous development. We have our program director that comes in once a year to kind of retrain and recertify our instructors so we have the skill. We're bringing the best methods and we're making sure that all our instructors are skilled constantly to continue to bring the newest and improved methods. Our purpose is to reduce that rate of drowning and to increase the rate of people that learn how to survive in water.
Okay, so that's really amazing. I would like to know how long it takes a child to learn how to swim. Is it the same with an adult? And what other initiatives or projects is your academy working on?
That is an excellent question. I get asked this question by everybody. How long will it take to swim? Not just for a child, not just for a baby. The adults want to know how long. My answer is this. It will take as long as it takes.
Oh, wow.
Everybody learns at a different pace. It's just like learning to ride a bicycle. You'll be surprised that as you get into the water, your reaction to the water is different. Now, the babies are easier. Children are easier. They're at that age where you can teach them much easier. But everybody learns at a different pace. Again, that is why our instructors are skilled to teach at different levels. You will learn when you learn and as long as it takes. But we make sure that, we want to get you in there, get your water safety and survival skills, and get you out. When you come to the academy to learn, the first 10 lessons that we take is water safety and survival. How to survive if you ever find yourself in an expanse of water. If you fall into a pool, if you need to save somebody from water, how can you survive long enough to save yourself, to endure without exerting energy, and to be saved by somebody to call for help? As you get into the pool, we teach you how to kind of get yourself to the edge of a pool. For example, you fall into a pool, and we have that a lot. A lot of us have pools in our houses, and we've seen a lot of drowning cases. If you have a pool, make sure your children have learned water safety and survival. If their body comes in contact with water, we teach them from 6 months old how to crawl to the edge of the pool and call for help, how to scull, how to tread, how to float, how to call for help. In fact, what we also do at a point in time, we put heavy clothes on them, we throw them into the water and teach them how to take off that heavy cloth and continue to swim for safety.
Wow.
We remove their goggles sometimes and teach them how to go into the pool with water, because if you fall in, you'll be wearing clothes, you won't be wearing goggles. So we teach you how to open your eyes and swim and get used to the water in the pool. Water safety and survival. How long can you hold on before you are found, before you are saved, before you cry for safety? That is the key of what we teach.
So are there any initiatives?
So when we finish with those 10 lessons, yes.
Are there any initiatives or projects that the academy is working on at the moment or in the near future?
Any new thing we need to know?
Yes. Yes, so we opened in September 2022. We're just kind of over a year now, almost going into 1.5 years. We've seen immense progress in what we've done. We started with about 24 swimmers the first day we opened. Now we have almost 700 accounts that have children, adults that have passed through the academy. Now, what the academy does, again, we are very community-minded. We are really trying to reach the community. So one of the initiatives that we have is teaching orphanages and children from welfare homes for free how to swim. So we reach out to orphanages, children from welfare homes, people that we know cannot afford this but need this life skill. We bring them in, we teach them. I think we've taught 17 children to date who have graduated from the swim school, from orphanages and children of welfare homes. We have another initiative that we started last month, where we reach out to females to teach them how to become swim instructors. We actually pay them to come and learn to become swim instructors, providing them with a life skill, because we've noticed that there is a shortage of female swim instructors in the country. And I want to tell you that most of the people that come to learn to swim are females, and the female-only session is one of our most popular programs. So we're bringing in females that are not doing anything. They finish school, they are looking for work. We're providing this skill for them, and we are paying them to come and learn. The third initiative that we have is teaching special needs children. That is a very dear to my heart, to reach out to special needs, children of special abilities, to come and learn to swim. So we're currently working on certifying our instructors, getting them to learn. It's a very wide range, and we want to try our best to reach them. So in the near future, we have that in our program to also include children with special abilities.
This is super great, Rosaline. Thank you so much for all you're doing. That's all we can take on this segment. We'll be speaking with Rosaline Ogbechie, the owner of Albin Swim Academy. Thank you so much, ma'am. Thank you for sharing with us.
Thank you.
And when we come back,
Thank you very much. Thank you. If you have a fifth space, I want to be an anchor with you.
All right, we'll talk about that. That's all we can take. Thank you. When we come back, we move on to our hot topic. Stay with us.
Stay tuned. Your View will be right back.